Hey, what's up guys? Before this commentary begins, I have a really good question to ask you guys. And this question is, picture yourself waking up one morning, and you think it's just like any other morning. And you go make yourself breakfast or something, or before you do that, you go to brush your teeth, whatever. You open up your curtains, or you look out your window, or you walk out your front door, or whatever is your view of the outside world outside of your house. And bam! A zombie apocalypse is taking place right then, right now. And the type of zombies that I'm going to put in this situation is walker zombies. I'm not going to put Dawn of the Dead running zombies or, God forbid, I Am Legend zombies that could freaking hop on top of a chopper and take that bitch down. I am putting in walker zombies. Zombies that are slow. Zombies that will speed up if they start seeing you. I mean, they're not going to run after you, but they're going to start walking faster. And there's loads of them. What is the first thing that you will do? The absolute first thing that you will do. I'm interested to see what you have to say. What are you going to do? And I want to see how many of you guys are smart out there, or how many of you guys have been thinking about this. Because you can definitely tell from that type of answer how many people have been thinking about it. So leave your answer to that question in the comment section below. And as always, if you guys find this video both enjoyable, and I was about to say informative, like this is my info video, just leave a like, leave a favorite, share this video, and subscribe if you're new here. Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to another Battlefield 3 commentary, and in this commentary I got an interesting topic to talk to you guys about, and this topic is a zombie apocalypse. And why am I talking about this? Well, you guys probably haven't heard of this, but on Saturday afternoon, I think approximately around 2 p.m. Eastern time, because it's in Miami, what happened was, apparently these two men got into a scuffle. One of them was naked. No, this is not going in a homosexual way. It's gonna go in a way that not even you probably predicted. But what happened was, they got into a scuffle, and then a woman saw them, but she didn't catch them while they were, fighting. She caught them at a different moment. And what the woman reported to the police was that she saw the naked man eating the face. Not, that's not a figure of speech. I'm not saying that, I don't know, he was doing some sexual thing to his face. Literally eating his face and chewing on his face. The naked man was chewing on the victim's face, and she called the police and reported this. And a cop approaches the naked man and orders him to back away. And the naked man does not. Now, just out of curiosity for the other man's life, or out of, I'm looking for a word, but whatever, out of like caution, there's the word, caution for the other man's life, the cop was forced to discharge his weapon on the guy who's chewing on the guy's face. And after the first shot, like, this guy just got shot, and I'm guessing it's gonna be in his general mass area, like his torso somewhere. Cops just don't go for a headshot. Even though, honestly, if I saw a guy eating another man's face that was naked, and if the man is all clean and whatnot, his face looks normal, then probably I won't shoot. I don't know how the guy's face looked that was eating the other guy, but if he looked kind of weird to me, I'm sorry, but I'm going for a headshot. I've seen too many movies. I've seen Zombieland. I've seen Resident Evil. I've seen Dawn of the Dead. I've seen Land of the Dead. I've seen all the zombie movies you could think of. So what I'm going to be going for is a headshot, but I guess the cop shot him in his torso area. And even after being shot, and I think he even got shot a few times, the guy kept eating the other man's face. And the cop was forced to fire more. And I don't know if the guy was just kept on eating while he was being shot, or if he looked towards the cop and started approaching the cop. But the cop shot him and killed the man. Now, there was no confirmation of a headshot, but the cop shot him several more times. After that first shot, or after the first couple of shots, I'm not sure, he shot him several more times. And this is taken from, like, different witnesses' accounts, and this all happened on this ramp in Miami. And everybody started thinking, this is the start, You always get, like, in the movies, whenever you hear them talking about how the zombie apocalypse occurred, how it started, they're always talking about, oh, it was weird stories that we heard. And this, without a doubt, is a weird story. But, this is only one. But I'm gonna talk to you guys about some interesting stuff that also happened that night that was heard on police radio scanners. So, basically a rundown. Another man eating another man's face. Cop tells him to stop. He doesn't. Cop shoots him. He still continues eating the face of the other man. Cop kills him. No confirmation of a headshot. So if that guy comes back to life in the back of the ambulance or some other shit, that would be epic. Epically crazy. I know a lot of people out there, they're always psyched about zombie apocalypse. They're like, yeah, that's freaking awesome. Because we always play games like Left 4 Dead. Or Nazi Zombies. Or other zombie games out there. We always play games like that. You know, Minecraft even has zombies. So, we're always, like, us gamers are always hyped to hear about this stuff. We're like, shit, zombie apocalypse? Hell yeah. You know, me personally, I would rather have a zombie apocalypse than have something like 2012. Because I don't know about you, but I definitely cannot shoot a tsunami or an earthquake or whatever else happens, tornadoes and all that shit. I can't shoot it in the head and it goes away. It dies. The tsunami come after you, you're done. That's like a brick wall hitting you. An earthquake happens and the ground below you is falling. If you're not in an airplane, guess what? You're going with the ground. At least with a zombie apocalypse, you have a chance of survival. You know, of course it's going to be an entirely different world. I mean, there's a breakdown of law, there's a breakdown of society, there's a breakdown of everything. Survival even becomes different because, let's say you're out in the woods, you know, and you see a deer. You get hesitant about eating that deer because what if the deer is infected? You don't know. So, like, life just changes with a zombie apocalypse. I love the way I'm talking about this like I'm Bear Grylls, you know, like I've had experience with zombie apocalypse. Don't worry, guys, I'm well experienced in this topic here. But life changes, you know, with a tsunami or with an earthquake, that's it. It's over. It's over right there. You know, now, of course, people always bring up the argument, but I would rather die in a tsunami or an earthquake than get eaten to death. Just because there's a zombie apocalypse doesn't mean you got eaten to death. If you have a pistol on you or something, some type of rifle or assault rifle or a shotgun or whatever, always keep one round in your pocket. That way, if you're about to get eaten to death, you pop one in your head. Just like that. Better than an earthquake, better than a tsunami. It happens instantly and you're done. But, shit, I lost my train of thought. I got way too deep. I got way too deep into zombie apocalypse. But the weird stuff that was heard on the police scanners were like these weird stories. And there was a link to Miami police scanners, and these are real. These are real police scanners because I have an app for my phone that gives me Bronx police scanners. And, you know, it's not like I called up the cops and tested it out before, but I've heard reports of around my neighborhood. And I've seen cops responding all the time. And the time checks and everything like that link up with actual real time. So these police scanners are real. And apparently they heard things like a woman laying flat down on the ground, not moving. A man in a wheelchair falling off his wheelchair in the middle of the road. He's not moving. Things like that. Like, that's just weird reports. You know? I live in the city, and I've listened to police scanners, and I never hear shit like that. But maybe, you know, life down in Miami is different. Maybe the woman was drunk. Maybe the man had a heart attack. You never know. But that's definitely some interesting stuff to all happen in the same day. But, that's really interesting, because I thought, personally, I actually thought it was the start of the zombie apocalypse. But, oh well, it wasn't. But my answer to my question, what is the first thing I will do when I look out my window and there's a zombie apocalypse? I live in an apartment building. I live on the 6th floor. So if the power goes out, I'm going to have an interesting time. Because there's no windows in my staircase. So the staircase is going to be pitch black. If you guys ever saw The Walking Dead, that episode where he's going down the staircase in the hospital and it's pitch black and he only has a lighter, that's going to be my scenario. First thing I would do, secure my apartment. Make sure that the family members in my apartment aren't sick. Make sure that they're not zombies themselves. If they are, I lock myself in my room and figure out a plan from there. Grab weapons. I have a Marine K-bar knife. I have a pocket knife. I have a flashlight that you could blind the zombies with. Hell, it works in Battlefield 3. It's gonna work in real life. You can blind them, you know. The flashlights in Battlefield 3 are like a portable star. I need to get one of those. They absorb bullets and shit. Maybe they might absorb the zombies. But secure my apartment, grab weapons, figure out a plan to get the hell out of the city. Why? I live in a metropolitan area. New York City metropolitan area. For those of you guys who don't know, the New York City metropolitan area, which is New York City and its surrounding areas, has a total population of 16 million people. I may have a K-bar knife. I may have a pocket knife. Hell, I may even have a gun. But I don't have enough to take out 16 million potential zombies. You know, not all of them are going to be zombies, but there's going to be a good amount of zombies. I'm counting a couple of million probably in the city. So I got to get the hell out of the city. That's what I'll have to do. So the first thing, or first couple of things, secure my apartment, grab weapons, make plans to move out of the city. That's what I'll do. I mean, I don't know what you guys would do. You guys probably like fat for the last time. I don't know, play Call of Duty for the last time, or Battlefield for the last time, or watch a final movie because, I don't know, maybe you're surrounded. Maybe the zombies are like crawling up into your house. Maybe you're going to grab a gun. You know, maybe you're one of those type of guys who lives in the South that has anti-aircraft in their backyard. FPS Russia. But, you know, it's interesting to hear what you guys are going to have to say about this. This was a great topic to talk about. I actually did enjoy the hell out of talking about this. I even got a little deep into it. But I hope you guys enjoyed hearing about this topic. And if you did, don't forget to click that like button, favorite this video, subscribe, share it. Until next time, peace.